Hello everyone, welcome to the review on the Soosoo Toys, the Dark Speedster 1/6 scale figure. I hope you enjoy this review. I'm going to try and get as many poses out of this thing as possible. And I want to say a massive thank you to Soosoo Toys for getting in touch and seeing if I'd be interested in reviewing one of their pieces. First time doing anything with Soosoo Toys. Very honored that anyone would think of me for something like this. I do try my best, and I will be absolutely 100% straight down the line with you when it comes to reviewing this figure. Been very impressed with the figure so far, especially when I was doing the unboxing. Very happy with what I've received here. I do know very little about the character from the TV show, however I did go on YouTube and check out all the fight scenes featuring this character, and I gotta say, it didn't feel like work, it didn't feel like research. I was actually really enjoying watching this guy do his thing. He is nasty and he's really cool looking. And I have to stress, the box, the artwork is top notch. It is really some of the nicest artwork I've seen in a very long time, and I'm really looking forward to getting the videos done so that I can make space for this guy on the DC wall over there. And I want to, just looking forward to having this box on display with the rest of the boxes. More than likely going to be the most attractive box on the shelf. I love the color, the different shades of blue that were chosen, and the actual front cover, the pose that he's in, the look that he's given you with the lightning and the rain, and the lightning coming off him as well. And then to make it even better, you get an awesome kind of inlay artwork as well of him just sprinting. So that's kind of what I tried to replicate a little bit here with the pose, using the the kind of lightning that you can place wherever you want on the body. I also filmed a true light review outdoors today so that you can see this thing in natural light, and it looked really impressive. So let's get on the review. I hope you enjoy it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments once you've done watching it, and check out the links underneath the video that I've left to order this figure from Soosoo Toys. Also the female samurai, which is loosely based, shall we say. I don't want to get anyone in trouble, but if you're a fan of Suicide Squad and the katana character, then you might want to check out the link underneath this video where you can order the Soosoo Toys figure. And also the Paranormal detective, there's also a link for him underneath the video as well if you want to order that. So all the links you need to purchase this figure or other figures that Soosoo Toys have produced or will produce in the future, follow those links and it'll take you right to them. Alright, let's get started. Hope you enjoy it. Now, one of the most important things, or one of the things you'd expect to be able to do the most with a piece like this, is be able to achieve a pose as illustrated in the awesome artwork there by Mr. Christopher. Really glad to tell you that he can do it, and he looks good doing it too. The streaks of blue lightning coming off his body, which you can place wherever you want. The double bend in the elbow, great movement in the shoulders, good head movement. I mean, the neck and the head are one piece. There's your standard kind of 1/6 scale figure joint at the neck, so you can tilt backwards, forwards, side to side, whatever you want. And yeah, I mean, I chose to place the lightning in different places. I'll switch it around and change the position as I progress through the review and do different poses with him. But that would just look awesome posed up like that, and you can leave him like that long term. That's it's something that's getting rarer and rarer with the superhero figures by the 1/6 scale companies out there. I mean, some of the bigger companies are making incredible looking pieces that you basically just have to leave standing upright all the time. And something like this, really nice tough feeling material for the suit, and a nice bit of give in the suit so that you don't feel like you're stressing anything out when you're bending the elbow or raising the arm or bending the knee. So far it's a very satisfying and fun piece to work with, which I can't always say when I'm reviewing a 1/6 scale figure, but on this occasion, so far, I'm having a lot of fun doing this, and I'm very satisfied with what I'm seeing. Well, I like this pose a lot, so I want to change the head sculpt and the emblem on his chest over and switch him out to the other look and just see how he looks in this exact pose, but with the switched out parts. Then we'll move on to something else. Really can't decide which head sculpt I like more. It's very tricky. I probably, if I was forced into it, I'd have to tell you this one. Just because, all the scenes I watched on YouTube featured this look. From what I could tell, that look only appeared briefly, unless I'm wrong about that, but, I did watch about half an hour's worth of compilations and fight scenes and dialogue stuff, and yeah. Alright, anyway, let's switch out that head. Alright, now here he is with the switched out head and the emblem on the chest switched out as well. That's a die-cast emblem that basically, there's a magnet underneath. This one is a die-cast magnet as well. You can see the magnet there. Good and strong, and very heavy for such a small little thing. But anyway, here we are with this head sculpt, which is absolutely awesome and terrifying. Dude doesn't have a nose, man. That's messed up. But the gums and the teeth, you know? That's what really blows my mind when I look at this. Detail on that is crazy. That's straight up horror right there. That's some DC horror action. That's fine with me. I like my DC nice and dark. Dark and gritty. But that looks awesome. Look at that. There's your thumbnail, maybe. That might be some thumbnail action. Look at that. Come on. So. Huh? Behave yourself. Oh, man, that looks pretty good. Ain't gonna lie to you. Gonna tell you the truth. That's how we do it. That looks good. Ain't no doubt about it. Just seeing if he can do stuff like this, which he most certainly can. And again, nothing feels like it's getting too stressed out here. Reminds me of when I used to pose my Ghost Rider figure, because he had a lot of leather garbs as well. So, yeah, it reminds me of that. But this is really high quality. I mean, you know, this is the tailoring, the stitching, the materials used, the feel of it when you're moving him. It doesn't feel any different than like any high-end 1/6 scale figure that I've ever handled. The clothing is done to a very high level. The posability is just fine. That was kind of just a scene that I remember watching where he was kind of hauled off to Hades or whatever it was. I don't know. Some kind of weird angel things appeared. I don't know. I don't watch the show, but I saw the scene where he, you know, his face went like this and he was carried off into the clouds, kicking and screaming the whole time. He wasn't happy about it. Just a little tweak on that one from before. Just raising the arm up. It's kind of like a, damn you, Flash! You haven't seen the last of me! That kind of thing. I like this look. You can almost imagine him perched on a rooftop in Gotham City, looking down on the city below, filled with rage. Yep. Love those claws as well. Remind me of Black Panther. I love the red mixed in with the black, just a tiny little bit of red. So you've got your red, your black, your white, and a bit of silver streaks on the outfit itself. But great posability. So far he's able to do everything I need him to do. Easily. That's a pretty cool one. He's saying, I'm going to put the beat down on you, Flash. I'm going to put some crazy on you. You ain't never going to be able to wash it off. You're going to stink of crazy, Flash. You're going to reek. Anyway, so yeah, that looks pretty cool. That looks pretty good. I'm going to switch out the head and the emblem to the full-on all-black look with this pose because I think it's going to look just as awesome. But the crazy look in his eye as he crunches his knuckles and gets ready to throw down one last time. Alright, so I've switched out the head and the emblem, and I mean, there's no denying that it's awesome. I just love the way the light catches his eye. If you use a UV light, apparently the eyes look incredible. I don't have one, unfortunately, but I mean, even with just regular light catching the eyes, it looks really creepy. I could just hear that voice from the TV show. You never forget that voice. Even though I only watched like one compilation, I can still hear it in my head. I'm not going to do an impression of it right now because I'll mess it up, but he sure did sound freaky. We've got to look at his base here as it comes around. The surface that he's walking on always reminds me of that scene in Terminator 2 where the T-1000 starts morphing into whatever he comes into contact with. But either way, it's like that kind of factory grated floor surface. You've got the dark Speedster logo in the center and the blue lightning that runs throughout the base, and when you're posing him with the lightning, that would be very in keeping with that. So let's take a look at the head sculpt as it comes around. And the light as it catches his eyes is really creepy. Again, you can almost hear him speaking in that really creepy voice that he has. Now, I did see one comment saying that the suit looked a little bit baggy when I uploaded the True Light review. I definitely wouldn't say that anything about this looks baggy. I mean, the legs certainly don't look baggy. The side profile, you can see it's very well fitted. You know, it's nice and tight to the figure, but it's still got just enough give so that you can achieve poses like that, which is what you really need to be able to do. And if we were going for a skin tight fit here, you wouldn't really be able to do that. It would make it more of a stress situation to the material used on the outfit. But coming to the material, it is very tough feeling, and I would say this would hold up very well over time. There are certain kind of fake leather situations in the past where I've been surprised at how they've kind of perished. This is an Entebbe Che Guevara camera, so made by Entebbe, and it had a fake leather strap, and just over time it's really starting to rot away. But this is a very kind of thin piece of fake leather there that they used, so that might be why. Whereas something like this is very thick, you know, it's just, you can feel it when you touch it. It's like, this is gonna hold up. I would pretty much give you a guarantee on that. It's a very high quality material used here, so very well fitting, very well tailored, very detailed. I mean, you can see this kind of texture on here. That feels, it's actually not as I thought that was going to be really jumping out at me when I touch it, but it's more visual than physical. I mean, you can feel it, but it's not as obvious as I thought that was going to be to the touch. It's very well done. All the silver trimming. I'll just come back a bit, let you get a look at him as he comes round. But I would say proportion wise it's pretty damn good, but the tailoring is very high level on this. Very well executed. I just want to talk about the head sculpt for a moment, because you'd look at it at first, like when I first saw this, before I watched the clips from the show, I thought to myself, well, it's a very simple looking piece, but the more I look at it, it really isn't. I'd love to know more about what's going on with this mask, because it looks organic, you know, like when he talks, this mouth section here, it stretches and opens and closes in a really kind of creepy way, and you can see on the cheekbone to the jawbone there's this kind of organic wrinkling, and his eyes are totally demonic. They really are. They're not totally black. They appear that way sometimes. I think there's actually more to it than that. I can even see sometimes a little bit of white of the eye right there, unless that's just the reflection of my finger. It might be, but I believe there's more going on with the eyes than just straight up shiny black. I would love to see what they look like with the UV light shining, because apparently that looks incredible. But you can see where the mask stops, and then the face, you know, the skin around the eye is visible, and it's also a very dark charcoal kind of black color. But I really do love this head sculpt. It's very different, and I love stuff like this. Stuff that's kind of part man, part creature. So I really like it. I think it looks awesome. Just get a look at this side profile here. Very cool once again. Yeah, I really like this design. It reminds me of different things. I've never seen a Harry Potter movie, but there is one bad guy with a kind of white face. He doesn't have a nose. And I'm sure the comment section will light up now informing me as to who exactly that is. It's fine, you really don't have to. I'm good. I just it does remind me a little bit of him. It reminds me a little bit of some other characters as well from different movies, different things I've seen throughout the years. It's a very interesting look. I just unzipped the jacket just to show you the magnet that's underneath, that the two different logos can magnate to. What's the word for that? Magnetize? That's the one. Is that the one? Yeah, that's it. But there you go. There's the setup right there. You got yourself some magnet action. Let's get a look at him here with the Ben Affleck Batman. Now, Ben Affleck is huge. So I'm not too sure who played this version of the Dark Speedster. I'm not too sure the actor or his height. But I know that Ben Affleck was absolutely huge as Batman, so he's Dark Speedster's letting him know that he's about to ruin Batman's day. He's like, I hope you're hungry, because you're about to eat a knuckle sandwich. That's right. It's about to jump off, and Superman's there just in case it does. And also got Wonder Woman on patrol, just in case it pops off up in here. I'll just mention his hands have been able to change in and out very easily. I've had no stress changing the hands around. That's been very stress-free and very easy to do. So that is also nice, because some figures you have to get the hairdryer out and start heating things up and stuff like that. But these hands have gone on and off very easily. And once they're on pretty secure. So nothing's been falling off or anything like that. It's just been nice and easy to swap out the hands, and they are sculpted very nicely with the claws, which I do like. Just get a closer look at the hands, or at least these ones here with the nails. You wouldn't want to get in the way with these, you know, because they'll take your face right off. And as your clenched fist, again, you can still see the long nails there. So very nicely done with the hands, and they do blend in to the rest of the outfit very well. Alright guys, I'm going to wrap up the review. I don't want to keep you all day. I'll just give you my final thoughts. I think the box to start with is absolutely incredible. Incredible design and artwork by Christopher Nico. You can check him out on Facebook and Instagram. Very, very well done. I would love to be able to display both. I'm going to have to put the lid back on the box and just have the actual main image behind the figure, but I would love to display it like this. I just simply don't have the space on the DC wall. I have to make space for this particular figure, but you can bet your butt I will definitely be doing that. So it makes me want to do another collection tour, you know, go around the whole room, repose everything, and find a home for this guy and show you how that looks in the very near future. So yeah, great artwork and box design by Christopher Nico. And we have Soosoo Toys, who have executed an incredible figure here. And I'm not just saying that because they provided this sample to review, and that's very flattering. I am honestly telling you from the heart, I am very impressed with this figure. I think Soosoo Toys have done an incredible job. And as little as I know about the character itself, I have seen what I've seen, and I like what I saw. People are telling me that I need to watch Season 1 and Season 2 of The Flash, so I'll try and get that done, because seeing this guy, I'd like to get more context as in who he is and where he came from. But I also kind of like the mysterious factor that he's got for me right now, because I know very little about him. But I love the head sculpts that you get, and I love the hands. They're sculpted very well. The outfit has been just tailored really, really well. Very, very high quality feel to it. It's a nice weight to the figure, and the base is very in keeping with the look. So I got nothing but praise for it. I literally haven't thought about a score for this. I don't really like to give scores to anything, but just to put, you know, peace of mind to the people out there who are wondering, if I was to give this something out of 10, I would give this an 8.5. Maybe, you know, there's no reason not to give it a 9 that I can think of, because you do get the option for a second head. So an 8.5 or a 9, I would have no problem with someone giving this a 9 out of 10. I do think it is done very, very well, and I would definitely recommend it to anyone who asks. So follow the links if you're interested. They're under the video, and you can click on the link and it will take you right to the page with Soosoo Toys, so you can order this figure or the Paranormal Detective, which is kind of like a Constantine thing. You need to check that out. And also a link to the Katana Suicide Squad. That's the female samurai figure. All those links are underneath this video for you to go ahead and click on. Alright, so high praise from me. I'm very genuinely impressed with this, and very grateful to everyone involved in making this review happen for me. So thank you guys, and thanks for watching. Leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe, hit the bell icon. That way you'll get emails every time I upload a video, and you won't miss out on any of the content. Check me out on Instagram and Facebook, Dean Knight 333. You can click on the link underneath this video and check out my Patreon page if you want to help support the channel and keep reviews like this coming along. I really appreciate all the support from you guys out there. I hope you've enjoyed this review and found it useful. This figure is highly recommended. Alright, it's got the Dean Knight stamp of approval. We'll see you real soon, guys. Take it easy. Bye-bye. Now, you know what, guys, before I do actually go, I thought I'd show you, just to wrap up the review, how it looks on the shelf. I have pushed everything along, squeezed everyone a little bit closer together, so that there is now space for Mr. Dark Speedster. So, let's take the awesome box. Let's take it. Let's put it in its place. Wow. Yeah, that is definitely going to be the best box on the shelf. Oh my god. Let's go in. Put that in there. There you go. Sweet. Right in the sweet spot. There it is. Alright. Let's get the figure. Gotta be careful not to mess up my cool lightning. Let's take this guy. Don't want to mess him up. Okay. There we go. Now I will tweak that pose a little bit, because it needs a little bit of tweakage, just to sort everything out. I'll tweak the shelf a little bit as well. But there he is, on display. And I might go ahead and put this head sculpt here, just beside him, just so people can see. You do get two options. There he is, on the shelf, on display. Thank you, Soosoo Toys, and thank you for watching, guys. I'll be back real soon with more videos. Isn't that right, Ruby? We'll be back. Yes, we will. We'll be back. We'll be back. Hey. Yeah. Look at that.